Hey everybody, it's Bethany from parentinginprogress.net. Today I am here to talk about the Tools for Wisdom Planner. This is a really nice planner if you are goal orientated, and it's really helpful when it comes to being successful with your goals. So it has everything you need really to map your goals, keep track of your progress, as well as your schedule on a daily basis, and it's just a really great little planner. I love my planners and journals. As many of you know, I talk about them all the time. So this is one of my favorites when it comes to tracking my goals. As many of you know, I am a counselor. That I am retired, but I used to be a counselor for about 7 years. And so goals were my whole life with my clients, and I carry that over to my own life as well. So I am always writing down my goals. I feel like I can't really be successful if I don't know what my goals are and what my next steps are. So it's really important to write down your goals. I just really like the way that this one works and the pages that it includes. So it really helps you stay on track. I do want to go over it is an 8x10, so it is the bigger size planner, which I like. I like to be able to have plenty of space to write, but if you're looking for like a small portable planner, then this is not that. I don't know if they have it in a smaller version. They may, I'm not sure. It is a spiral bound, which I really like because I can open it and fold the covers back or the pages back and use it to write. The cover is really hard and durable, so I can actually write without having to be sitting at a desk. So I really like that. So I really like the way it's built and made. To the pages, it starts out with just a calendar, so you can easily kind of flip to it and see when different days fall, or if you need to look up a date, etc. It's really nice right there in the very beginning. It has a nice little page where you can put your name, and it has a little quote here that's really cute. These first few pages just kind of go over a whole bunch of information about setting goals, how to be successful, how to use this planner to be successful, and all kinds of different tips and tricks and things like that. So it has a lot of good information here about setting goals. If you've never really sat down and wrote out goals for success, there's a lot of good information in here. One trick that I used to always use with my clients, and I use myself, is MARS: measurable, attainable, realistic, and specific. So I always make sure my goals meet all of those criteria. Okay, so they kind of start out with just kind of a focus page, like what do you want to achieve? So it kind of actually takes you through the process of figuring out what your goals should be. And then you have these more detailed pages of the steps, so that you can take your long-term goal and break it down into short-term goals. So you definitely want to do that, because if you don't, then your goals start to feel overwhelming. So if I sit down and say, well, I need to lose 100 pounds, which is, since I'm working on weight loss, I'm going to feel really overwhelmed. But if I break it down into, well, I'd really like to lose 15 pounds this month, and then next month I want to lose another 10 pounds, and so on and so forth. It seems a little bit more manageable than the overall goal. But by the time I finish all the small steps, then I've met the overall goal. So it's really a step-by-step process, and they do a really good job of having you write through that process. They even include a visual. I'm a visual person, so they have a mapping area so that you can actually map out your goal. I really like that process. Even if you don't draw, you don't necessarily have to draw when you're mapping a goal, but it's a good idea to see it in graphic form, I guess, if you want to say it that way. So you can actually write different boxes and flow charts and things like that, so that you can actually see the process. So depending on what your goal is, it could be really helpful. So they give you several pages of this. So if you're working on more than one goal, you can do this process with each of your goals. And then it gives you your monthly master list. So you can say, what am I working on in December or January or February? So I really like this feature, so that you can sit down and say, what are the things I need to accomplish just this month? Then we go into each of these. I love the tabs. You can easily find the month that you need. Each month has a checklist so that you can say, well, these are my biggest outcomes, and this is the purpose, and this is how I'm going to do it. So you can sit down and say, well, in January, I want to exercise. Maybe I want to go to the gym 3 times a week for 30 minutes a day or whatever. So you can sit down and be really specific and track your progress. And then you get into your monthly calendar, so you can write down things on the monthly calendar. They even give you things over here for goals, again, notes at the bottom here. So they really give you a lot of space to write out everything you need. And then you get into your weekly layouts. So they have itemized, I think it goes from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. They have individual lines. And then you have priorities, secondary priorities, and other. So you have a little checklist that you can do. And then at the bottom, you have a notes section. So I really like this layout. It gives you a lot of detail. So, and it even has a lot of detail for Saturday and Sunday. I hate those calendars that pretend like you don't have a life on the weekends, where they just give you some little tiny box as like a side note for the weekend. I hate those calendars because I do the most on the weekends. I don't know about you guys, but my kids are in school all week. So, I mean, I get a lot of stuff done on my blog, but on the weekends is when like we do all of our family stuff. So I hate that I have just a little tiny box in most calendars, and this one gives you a full day for both. So I really like that. And so you go through each week, and then at the end of the month you can kind of recap and decide what is going to be important for the next month. Maybe I didn't reach one of my goals, so I need to reframe it. Or maybe I did reach my goals and I need to figure out what are the next steps so that I can continue working on the overall goal. So you have that for every month. So you just keep going through here. I really love these tabs so that you can easily find where you need to go. And then when you get to the very back, this goes through the entire year through December of 2017. In the back, you have notes, so you can take notes. I'm a big note taker, so I will probably run out of note paper because this gives you like 3 or 4 pages of it. But I love to take notes, so I have a feeling that will all get used up. So that's all that's in the back, which I really like, that they have everything month by month rather than all in different locations. So it kind of gives me, I can easily find my notes for my goals in each month section. So I really like the layout. It's really, really cool when it comes to goal success. If you really want to check this planner out, they do have a code where you can get 50% off. So make sure to check the description, because I'm going to put a link to where you can find this planner. And I'm going to put the code so you can get 50% off. And I'm also going to put a link to our blog, because of course I'm going to blog about this too. So you can see pictures and more information about it over on the blog. So make sure you check out that as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section. As always, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it.